News Channel 15 presents The Film Reel, the talk show where we discuss everything going on in the world of movies and television, with hosts Bryce West and John Freeland. This is The Film Reel. Hello, welcome into The Film Reel, the talk show where we discuss everything going on in the world of movies and television. I'm your host, Bryce West, alongside John Freeland, as always, and it's a little bit back to normalcy. As always, last week we had our little April Fool's edition where the Sports Extra guys came in and did Film Reel and we did Sports Extra. So I guess no, not as always, but we're happy to be back, of course, talking about, movies and television.
Things we understand.
Yeah, the things we understand. Yeah, we struggled a little bit on Sports Extra, I think, but it's nice to be back in our own wheelhouse now. But with that being said, we're going to head straight into the box office report for this week.
Coming in at number 5 in the box office is Tom and Jerry, starring Chloe Grace Moretz and Michael Pena. The adaptation of the classic Hanna-Barbera property, which reveals how Tom and Jerry first met and formed their rivalry. The film brought in $1.4 million, dropping 44% from last weekend. For The Film Reel, I'm Mallory Burton.
Coming in at number 4 in the box office is Raya and the Last Dragon, starring Kelly Marie Tran and Awkwafina. In a realm known as Kumandra, a reimagined Earth inhabited by an ancient civilization, a warrior named Raya is determined to find the last dragon. The film brought in $2 million, dropping 45.8% from last weekend. For The Film Reel, I'm Kyler Gaiman.
Coming in at number 3 is Nobody, starring Bob Odenkirk. A bystander who intervenes to help a woman being harassed by a group of men becomes the target of a vengeful drug lord. The film brought in $3 million, dropping 56% from last weekend. For The Film Reel, I'm Eli Grimes.
Coming in at number 2 is The Unholy, starring Jeffrey Dean Morgan. A hearing-impaired girl is visited by the Virgin Mary and can suddenly hear, speak, and heal the sick. As people flock to witness her miracles, terrifying events unfold. The film opened with $3.1 million. For The Film Reel, I'm Drew Poughton.
Coming in at number 1 is Godzilla vs. Kong, starring Alexander Skarsgård and Millie Bobby Brown. The epic next chapter in the cinematic monsterverse pits two of the greatest icons in motion pictures history against one another. The film opened with $32 million. For The Film Reel, I'm Branson Beard.
Woo-wee! Godzilla vs. Kong takes the number 1 spot, and it isn't even close to being close. I mean, it is 30. So Godzilla vs. Kong opens with $32.2 million, and the only thing that even came. The only thing that came remotely close, and it wasn't even close, was number 2, The Unholy, with $3.1 million. I mean, what an incredible opening for Godzilla vs. Kong.
Over
I don't know.
10 times increase from second place.
Yeah. I don't know if it's the best COVID opening so far. I wouldn't be surprised if it is. I don't know if that is the case for sure, but I mean, definitely the best numbers that we've seen since we've been doing the box office report here on this show. So, John, I mean, this is a huge opening for Godzilla vs. Kong. What are your thoughts?
Well, I mean, this is rare, but I actually saw the movie.
Oh.
I actually watched one of the movies we're talking about. It's crazy. It was really good. So
yeah,
I
that's
can
good
see
to
why.
hear.
It was also had a lot of hype behind it on the internet about who will win.
Yes, of course. I've heard that the action is absolutely phenomenal.
It is. Their CGI is amazing in that movie.
Yes. I did hear one of the weaknesses of the film was the human characters. I don't think people were really getting behind the human characters all too much.
There was a side group that had literally nothing to do with the movie that they kept going to.
Really?
Yeah, and I don't understand why they were there, but
yeah,
I guess it was for the actress. But
I guess you gotta have some sort of characters besides roar and ooh ah. You know what I'm saying? There's got to be some sort of dialogue in the film besides just roars and monkey noises.
I could see why it did poorly. People think the characters were poor because there's a group that basically did nothing. There's the antagonists who have no backstory at all. They were just really there to be there, and then I don't know. They didn't really develop many of the characters. It was more of just getting them from the rest of the movies and putting them there.
Because it seems like the story was about the fight, Godzilla vs. Kong. So it's kind of in a weird situation to where you have your two main characters are non-speaking roles. So you've got to have something somewhere, right? So I can see where the issue comes from, but it's also just I don't really know what else they can really do about that problem, because it's Godzilla versus Kong. That's what the movie's about. But you also have to have some sort of dialogue to move the story forward.
You mean you can't watch 2 hours of a monkey beating up a lizard?
Yeah, so I mean, they gotta make it a little more interesting, but yeah, definitely really cool to see Godzilla versus Kong doing so well in the box office. And of course, number 2 was The Unholy with $3.1 million. Nobody going down from 1 down to 3 with $3 million with a 56% drop. That's a pretty big drop. Raya and the Last Dragon moves down from 2 to 4, a 46% drop, and Tom and Jerry is at 5 with a 44% drop. So Raya and Tom and Jerry still holding on there. The kids' movies are still going strong. Throughout a lot of the time with the box office reports, we rarely see all 5 movies still retaining over $1 million.
Yeah, I was going to make a comment on that. That Tom and Jerry number 5 is still 1.4 million.
Yeah, it's still doing really. And then the only thing that was close to that was number 6 was like 500,000. So I mean, yeah, that's still just not even really a competition between 5 and 6.
Yeah.
So I mean, still nothing like 1 and 2, but like, I mean, yeah, because like 1 and 2, that's like a 29 million difference. But yeah, I mean, still really cool numbers to see nonetheless. It seems like we're seeing more normal box office numbers. It's incredible,
It's evening out, but there's one thing I do want to point out that we could not do last week. A certain movie did drop out.
Yeah,
of
I do think
5.
that it is something that we should mention, because it was such a big topic on our show.
Yeah, the one time we're not there, it finally leaves.
It's the Croods is no more, as you could probably tell. We weren't here last week. That was a week that it dropped from 5 to 6, and now it went from 6 to 9. So yeah, it's gone. It's not coming back. But the Croods, it had a nice long run. We talked about it pretty much throughout the entire second half of the season of our show, and so it will be missed. I don't think we'll be able to talk about the Croods. I don't know if we're gonna be able to find an excuse to talk about the Croods anymore. It's gonna be sad, but the Croods will be missed nonetheless. But
somewhat.
Yes, somewhat. It does a lot of things to change up a little bit, though. But I think that concludes the box office report for this week. And in some really interesting news, I don't really know what to make of this. There's a new movie that's being rumored right now, starring Tobey Maguire, and it's called Spider-Man 4. I think John and I are having the same. So Tobey Maguire is the first person to play Spider-Man theatrically. He had 3 Spider-Man movies, and then they move on to Andrew Garfield, and now we're on Tom Holland in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But, with the rumors of them coming back, Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire coming back for the new Spider-Man film with some like alternate universe shenanigans, there are rumors now that Sony is looking to do another Spider-Man movie with Tobey Maguire with director Sam Raimi still attached. So Sam Raimi directed the first 3 Spider-Man films with Tobey Maguire, and apparently the rumors are, these are rumors, by the way, this isn't a report, this isn't news, these are rumors, but the rumblings are that they are going to bring back Tobey Maguire and Sam Raimi to do a 4th Spider-Man film within, I assume it would be that same universe.
Yeah.
That's kind of weird. John, what are your thoughts on this? I mean, obviously there's the rumors, and pretty much it's anything but confirmed at this point. So that Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield will be coming back to reprise their roles as Peter Parker. And then Sam Raimi is also directing the new Doctor Strange, and there's rumors of some stuff going on with that. So what are your thoughts on these absolutely crazy rumors that Tobey Maguire could be coming back as Spider-Man in his own solo film?
That definitely surprises me. I would not say I would ever expect another Spider-Man film from either Andrew Garfield or Tobey Maguire.
Yeah.
But I guess They could do something with it, because if they're planning their multiverse, or whatever they want to call it, where all the Spider-Mans are together, it would open for both of the other two Spider-Mans to get their own movies leading into how they got there if they don't have that in this movie.
Right. That's interesting.
Or
so
this could be a follow-up in which it'll be in Tobey Maguire's universe, and Tom Holland will end up going there also.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, we're talking about like a complete crazy.
But this is also really confusing because we're gonna have the third Spider-Man film.
Yeah, we're gonna have the Tom Holland movies, and then I guess we're also gonna get Tobey Maguire movies.
Yeah, which could also
and then like
because
will Andrew Garfield get movies as well? Are we just gonna have 3 different Spider-Man franchises going on at the same time?
I'm not gonna lie, that would be very entertaining.
I mean, it'd be cool, but I feel like for the general moviegoer, that would be quite confusing.
Yeah.
I mean, as a huge Spider-Man fan, I mean, I'm here for it. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna go see it. You know, it's just like I just don't know if it's a great idea business-wise. Yeah, I mean it all really depends on what happens in Spider-Man No Way Home with Tom Holland in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I guess whenever we talk about Spider-Man, we have to explicitly say which one we're talking about now, because it could be any number of them anymore. But so, I mean, there's a new Tom Holland movie in which Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield are supposed to be appearing in, and then Tobey Maguire, I guess, will get his own new Spider-Man film, I guess Spider-Man 4, and I just don't even know where to go with this conversation anymore, because it's just so confusing. Like, it's just like there's gonna be a Spider-Man movie here, and then another one there, and then we haven't even talked about they have the animated ones that they do, and so I mean they've got the Into the Spider-Verse 2 coming out, and I believe it's 2023. That's the Miles Morales version of the character, and so I mean I don't know. It's just so confusing. And I'm a Spider-Man fan. Like, imagine how confusing it must be for people at home. It's just like there's this Spider-Man, there's that Spider-Man. Like, I can barely wrap my head around it. I mean, do you think that this is a good idea? Like,
business-wise, no.
Yeah.
For the fans who are really into wanting to find out more about if it leads into that, yes, I think it could be a good idea.
Interesting.
They would have to tell people in the Tom Holland one. I do also have to specify now.
Yep.
We have the Tom Holland one. They'd have to specify about the Tobey Maguire.
Yes.
If it's a sequel to that, or if it's just gonna be confusing.
Yeah, so. because then Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man 4. Is this a sequel to Spider-Man 3, or is this a sequel to Tom Holland's Spider-Man No Way Home? Like, it's
which
just
is also his third movie, so it's so confusing.
I'm already exhausted just talking about. I mean, it's so weird.
What they should do is do an Andrew Garfield third movie, and then have this be the fourth to all of them combined.
Now you're just now you're getting real out there, but. I mean, I guess we'll just have to wait and see how this develops, like what happens, especially whenever Spider-Man No Way Home, Tom Holland's movie, comes out. So, yeah, I mean, I can't wait to see what actually happens with that. With that being said, we're going to take a quick break, and after this, we've got some news regarding the Powerpuff Girls live-action TV show coming up.
At First National Bank, we are committed to providing our customers with superior customer service. Whether in person or over the phone, our goal is to provide a positive customer experience each and every day. Give us a call or stop in one of our local branches today.
I think what makes Wabash better than any other college is that it's a small, close-knit community, and it offers a lot of different classes with a lot of different teachers.
What makes it better is the hands-on training. The teachers really want you to succeed.
It's such a different kind of community than what a big college would be. I can go and walk down the hall and I know 7 different people. And so I think it's just the sense of community that you get from a smaller college.
your favorite show is News Channel 15 has you covered. Now available on Roku and Apple TV smart devices.
Welcome back into the film reel. Powerpuff Girls live action has reported their actresses, Chloe Bennett, Dove Cameron, and Yana Peralt.
Yeah.
I pronounced that right. Were cast as Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup.
And we actually have a set photo right here.
Oh, yes.
So that is Cameron, Peralt, and Bennett, respectively. I don't know who is in between them, but okay, blue is Cameron, green is Peralt, and pink is Bennett. And so the CW is doing a live-action Powerpuff Girls TV show. I know that's kind of odd, but I'm honestly kind of intrigued by it. It's like, what does a live-action Powerpuff Girls mean? Like, what does that entail, you know?
What I'm confused is they don't look overly young.
Yeah, I mean they're like adults.
Yeah,
so.
compared to the actual Powerpuff. So this could be placed in the future.
Yeah, I mean I've got to assume, right? Because in the cartoon they're kids,
Children,
right? Yeah. So I mean they're quite obviously adults here. So
when thinking about it, though, I'm not overly surprised that
Yeah.
they would make one after the Clifford live action that they announced a bit ago that you were not.
Oh, well, that
happy
was a
about to see.
CW, but yeah, I mean, that was a completely different thing. But yeah, I mean,
but I was saying, like, with more live actions coming out, I'm not
based off
surprised
the cartoon.
by that.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying. But what was I just getting ready to say? Do you think? I almost kind of want this to happen. Like, do you think they're going to go, because this is the CW? Like, do you think they're going to kind of go like the Riverdale route, where this is going to be like a super dark version of the Powerpuff Girls?
I think that's the number one way to get me to watch it. If it's just something completely random and like it's just a horror
like a super dark, gritty Powerpuff Girls reboot.
That would be.
I think that would make me want to watch it even more.
I think that would go crazy with how many people would watch it.
Just because of how completely ridiculous that sounds. It's just like, okay, I guess I'm watching Powerpuff Girls. Like, that is hilarious. Like, I mean, what do you think? What do you do with a live-action Powerpuff, like plot-wise? Like, what do you?
Yeah, I mean,
what story do you tell with this?
Yeah, because like I never watched Powerpuff Girls.
It's just, to me, it's just like it's a cartoon. It's just a silly show. It makes sense.
Yeah.
But you put it into the live action, it's just like, what are they gonna do here? Like,
especially with an adult cast, I don't. Maybe they're gonna like finish the story, but like on what happens afterwards. They grow up and everything.
Yeah.
But still, I don't know. It's odd. I think we have to just wait to see how it plays out. Like any more information comes out about it.
I guess so. Well, I mean, with that being said, I know we just came back from break, but we are going to take another quick break because we have got a lot of trailers to show today. But yeah, we have got those and more coming up.
It just takes a moment to spread from one person to another. So how do you break the germ cycle? Wash your hands often and always after coughing, sneezing, handling food, and going to the bathroom. Lather the front, back, and in between for at least 20 seconds. If there's no soap or water available, use a hand sanitizer with at least 60% alcohol. Regularly disinfect common surfaces, including your phone. These small things can help break the germ cycle.
Welcome back to the film reel. Let's take a look at some trailers.
Who am I? What do you want to do with your life, Frankie?
I don't know.
All right, what kind of stuff you want to make? I think you got potential. I want to make a next picture.
Really?
Yeah.
What now?
Yeah, right now.
Yo, what's up? Thanks for checking out this video.
My little niece worships these guys who do and say nothing.
Yo, why is my existence so lit?
And promote a lifestyle of doing and saying nothing.
Hashtag swimming pool, hashtag cocktail, hashtag this pineapple life.
You
can't be following me. Like I'm no one special, man.
Holy.
You've got talent. Do you want to be the guys that made 2 cool videos? Or do you want to be no one special?
This is the beginning.
People came.
Oh my God! This is all that matters. We're all here.
It's crazy how good this is, huh?
We have phone or no phone.
I'm Charles Melton, and I'm here with No One Special.
Then we have the game show. Bad idea. Good idea?
I love you, No One Special.
This is just feeling so right. We're about to go stratospheric.
You know I see you, right?
You see me?
Don't hurt her.
Love that, Jake.
Are you prepared to let the world see the real you?
He's not who he says he is.
Your success directly contradicts your message, does it not?
You tell viewers that they're stupid for watching us.
I want you to wake up because you're getting swept up in this.
You're so jealous of him.
Get the viewers back up before we lose any more.
A prophet will not be accepted in his hometown. You get to lead the revolution.
Are you gonna stop
It could be really powerful. Have you told me one single thing that was true?
Hey, myself. I'm no one special.
Cut. That was great.
Let me give you some advice. You can't care about anyone else. Everyone else is an obstacle. You care what an obstacle wants or feels, you're dead. If I'd cared about anyone or thing, I might have died. You have the talent. Whether you have the killer instinct is the big question.
She thought she owned everyone.
It's foolish. Unhinged. Well, you're fired. Why are you speaking?
I think you nicked me. But there's something about poetic justice that's just so poetic.
You won't admit you love me, and so how
Do you have a light?
ever to know? You always tell me.
Get her.
This doesn't have to be a scene.
It really, really does. I'd like to remind you all that I'm doing this in heels.
What was your name?
Cruella.
If you can't make your mind up, we'll never get started.
I want to make trouble. You in?
I do love trouble.
You have a bit of an extreme side. Yes, darling. And what fun that is.
She stole my dogs.
I guess you must hate her.
She has made it me or her. And I choose me.
Don't worry. There's lots more bad things coming.
Perhaps.
Basketball camp is next weekend. You got amazing potential on the court, and I can help you get there.
That's not what I want, Dad. You never let me do what I want to do. You never let me just do me.
Hold up, wrong floor. Bet Will Smith ain't got to deal with this.
Dad!
Down! What in the Matrix hell?
Welcome to the space.
Welcome, King James. I am the king of this domain. This is the serververse.
What'd you do to my son? Where's Dom?
The only way you're getting your son back is if you and I play a little basketball. Pete, send this clown to the rejects.
Wait. What is this? Ah! I'm a cartoon?
What's up, Doc?
Come on and ride, baby, ride! I need to assemble an elite team to help get my son back.
I know what you're looking for. A dream team. Them, shoot the ball. Let's try that again, shall we?
King James. Welcome to
The Space Jam.
Introducing the Goon Squad.
You gotta win this game.
Let's end this.
Got you, Kron. And get our son back. Yikes. Classic.
Welcome to the Space Jam.
I'm going old school on his butt.
Whoa.
Welcome to the Space Jam.
You don't know everything about me. I've lived a lot of lives. Before I was an Avenger. Before I got this family. I made mistakes choosing between what the world wants you to be and who you are. We have to go back to where it all started. Where did you think I was all this time? We have unfinished business.
My girls are the toughest girls in the world.
I'm sorry. We had our orders and we played our rules.
It wasn't real.
It was real to me. To me, you were everything.
Bring her home.
Put your seatbelts on. She's such a mom.
One thing's for sure. I'm done running from my past.
I know what this place is. The timekeepers have built quite the circus. And I see the clowns are playing their parts to perfection.
Big metaphor guy. I love it. Makes you sound super smart.
I am smart.
I know.
Okay.
Okay.
Please sign to verify this is everything you've ever said.
This is absurd.
Sign this too.
We protect the proper flow of time. You picked up the Tesseract, breaking reality. I want you to help us fix it.
Why me?
I need your unique Loki perspective.
Do I get a weapon?
Nah.
You really believe in this Loki variant?
Luckily, he believes in himself enough for the both of us.
Why? It is adorable that you think you could possibly manipulate me. I'm 10 steps ahead of you.
You're not big on trust, are you?
You can trust me.
Loki, I've studied almost every moment of your entire life. You've literally stabbed people in the back like 50 times.
I'd never do it again.
Thank you for watching the film reel. I'm Bryce West. This is John Freeland. Have a great night.